Good evening. We present the news summary. The Maritime Safety Authority, together with the Coast Guard, has launched a search and rescue operation to find a missing crew member on board the fishing vessel Marlies. Fishing vessel Marlies left Port Victoria with 3 crew members yesterday for fishing purposes, but was escorted back to Port Victoria by the Coast Guard. The cause of the incident remains unknown. The police is treating the death of Sylvana Jeanne as a murder case. According to the police, her partner was arrested yesterday. The suspect appeared before the Supreme Court this morning and is now in police custody. He is expected to reappear before the Supreme Court on August the 18th. The body of Mrs. Jeanne was discovered in a small river near her house on Praslin. The Public Health Commissioner says it's not recommended for people to go to La Digue for the 15th of August feast. Dr. Jude Gédéon said that in an interview this afternoon. He said that people who need to go to La Digue have to do a rapid antigen test at least 24 hours before boarding any boat. These measures are to ensure that there is no new spread of COVID-19 on La Digue.
Following discussion with Cabinet of Ministers this morning, it has been agreed that we need to step up measures to prevent a resurgence of cases on the island, especially La Digue. We have seen historically in Seychelles around major patron saints or major church celebration, let's put it this way. Christmas, after Christmas there was a surge. After Easter there was another surge. So this 15th of August, if we don't do anything, if we don't act assertively, we may get another surge. And we don't want that at this stage. Already the trend is downwards. Countries are removing Seychelles from the red list. We are seeing the economy picking up. Our tourism industry is resurfacing. We're doing better, while the rest of the world, things are not getting any better. So it's important that certain additional measures and engagement of the public is done right away. This is why a decision has been taken for all passengers going to the inner islands during this festive time, during this weekend, the weekend of 15th of August. They'll have to do a rapid antigen test that is less than 24 hours. If you are positive, you cannot board the vessel. Firstly. Secondly, the vessels have to ensure that there is adequate distancing and there is a step up of the preventive measures on the vessels. There will not be any gatherings, for any social gathering on La Digue on the 15th and around the 15th, except if it's for work purposes. There will not be any road shows. As you know, music and any public event attract crowds, and we don't want that. On top of that, there is presently a current outbreak of gastroenteritis among children, mostly the under 5s. And so far we have over 60 of them who have been admitted in hospital and they've been required to be put on a drip. We have not seen cases on Praslin and La Digue, and having a large movement of people will probably ensure or probably introduce this virus that is causing the gastroenteritis on these islands. And I forgot to mention, children should not be moving between the islands for the time being.
The Agricultural Producers Association of Seychelles has visited certain farms on Praslin which are being affected by the pest tuta absoluta in their tomato production. The aim of the visit was to educate and show farmers on how to use a product supplied by the association to reduce the spread of the tuta absoluta. The chairman of the Agricultural Producers Association, Dr. Barry Norris, says the situation on Praslin is quite alarming.
First of all, I would like to thank the farming community of Praslin. We have made the decision to come to Praslin based on the basis that we as farmer association providing a service to our farmer, we don't believe in second-hand information. We believe in first-hand information, knowing and understanding the problem situation on the field, because that's where the action is, that's where the problem is. We need to come down to them, understand the situation, see for ourselves, and then we can decide on the way forward. We understand there has been certain action on behalf of the NBA. We take account of it, but we have also noticed quite a significant amount of weaknesses in the application of the methodology. For example, we visited a farmer at Amiche, and we have noticed that even the tape, the yellow sticky tape that they have provided, is not designed for the specific insect we're talking about. So this is some sort of a false hope you're giving to the farmer. By putting this tape, they believe that they're going to get some sort of relief from the problem, but in fact, it's not going to happen. Okay, it would be a partial relief, but the problem is still going to be there. So they need to give the right information. They need the people going to the field to advise this farmer. They need to give them the right information, because that's our role as an association, to work with the government, but at the same time for us to advocate. More primarily is to advocate for the farmer who actually having this as their living. So our primary objective is to care for them. So what we have seen also is quite a lot of weakness in the way they are being advised. For example, you cannot give them solution left, right, and center, and then just hope that they will apply it and do it safely. For example, Santap. Santap is a chemical which is used for the purpose of controlling Tut absoluta. But Santap needs to be applied very carefully. We've seen every single farm we've gone to, about 6 or 7 farms we've visited. Every single farm we've visited, we've seen the negative effect of Santap, and that is not good, because we're trying to solve one problem, but we are creating another problem, and that is as a result of poor advice on the field. I know people are not going to like what we say in regards to the poor advice that farmers are receiving, but I'm not here to necessarily judge, but I'm here to look at the situation and say what it is. And what we're seeing is evidence of bad advice.
Human trafficking is a crime that comes in different forms and violates the fundamental rights of a person, and Seychelles is engaged in the fight against this crime. These are declarations of the Internal Affairs Minister, Errol Fonseca, in the National Assembly this morning, several days after the World Day Against Human Trafficking in Persons Day. He adds that last month, the ministry, in collaboration with the UNODC, held a 3-day workshop to review how effective is the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons Act of 2014, and the ministry has set up a Trafficking in Persons Secretariat so as to better coordinate efforts in the fight against the crime. 22 families, including farmers at Dommel in Bilazar, will continue to suffer from severe water shortage until PUC can find a site to build a water tank for the supply of treated water. The Minister for Agriculture, Climate Change and Environment, Flavien Joubert, was in the National Assembly yesterday to give details about the 600,000 rupee project. It was a subject of an urgent question from member Wallace Coscro. Minister Joubert said that the Department of Agriculture is also working on a water project in that area which will benefit 40 farmers, including 4 at Dommel. And this was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.